evening. That's where you say that back. Okay. You might as well get used to loosening up right now because this is a comedy show. Sometimes they're going to ask for your help, and they're always going to want your laughter. Okay? So my name is Lorraine Thompson. I'm going to sit down. I'm Lorraine Thompson. For those of you that don't know, I'm the head of the drama department here at Athens Academy. So I teach middle school and upper school. Upper school is my heart. And last summer, I took a sketch comedy class online from Second City. They're based in Chicago and in LA. Chicago is the big one, right? So I took an online sketch comedy class, and it was fascinating. I learned so much, and I was writing my own sketches, and I shared, like, we went through that curriculum. So they got the same curriculum I did from Second City. So I just went through the curriculum, and for every example, for every type of scene, it was my work. So I was like right out there, right? And the way they did it is, like, if we were working on, let's say, fish out of water, that is someone in a situation that is completely, in a situation where nothing, he's a fish out of water. And that scene turned out to be pretty difficult to write, but if we were doing fish out of water, they would each write their scene. And then we'd write a couple of scenes. And then we'd sit down one day, and class is like an hour and a half, so that's perfect. We'd sit down in my room, and they'd be sitting, and they would say, okay, so they'd share their stuff. I'd say, okay, first we're gonna do our parodies, right? And we'd go through, and everybody would read their parodies. And then I may say, you have to, okay, I don't blow sunshine, I tell it like it is, because you don't learn any, that, you gotta hear it. So I'll be like, I don't think, that's not an ending. Right? There's not an ending. There's not a button there. That's not an ending. And they're like, yeah, I know. And someone can say, oh, what if when she came back in the room, she said blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, somebody else could say, or a coffee cup, whatever. And together, they would start to work on each other's scenes. And someone could even say, so-and-so, can I take your scene? Because I think I have an idea for an ending for it. So you had to be open, you had to be open to criticism, you had to be open to other people, and really working with everybody. So sometimes I would say, well, I don't know, I thought that elevator, they'd be like, no, Miss T, the elevator was good. I mean, okay, that's my opinion, that's fine, but everybody says the elevator is good. So I had just one voice. So that's what they've done. They wrote, how many scenes total? A lot. I know. Okay, like 50 something. So we wrote about 50, they wrote 50 scenes. Some of those were mine that I wrote that I really wanted to be used somewhere because, I wrote them and we put some of my work in there, the ones they approved of. And then it was like, then someone would say, I really don't want my blankety blank scene to be in there. I don't think it's funny. I'm not comfortable with it. And it'd be like, okay, take it off the list. So we take it off the list. I think we ended up with like 35 or, they're not listening. They're too nervous. So we ended up with like 35, whatever. I wanted the sketch comedy class to be our spring show next year. So our spring show next year is going to be the majority of the sketches they wrote here. After it's performed here, it'll be sent off for publication. So we'll just see if somebody will pick it up. So it's just a great experience. It's a great writing experience. It's a great collaboration. So then there's like, yes, it's done. And then we got funding somehow through the Fontaine Center, Mr. Shears.
Yeah.
There was a stand-up comedian. And through UGA and the Fontaine Center, they got to work with him on Zoom 5 times. So they each had a stand-up routine, in addition to their sketches. So you're going to see majority 5 stand-ups. 4. Oh, Colin is sick. We are down a man as of this morning. So other people have had to learn his parts. rolling it, right? And so his stand-up got taken out, and Boys to Men, which was a sketch that Patrick wrote that Colin performed, so it is out. What was I saying? I had a point. I know I did. Anyway, so we worked with a stand-up comedian, and so you're going to see a few sketches and some stand-up, and it's all from them. It's been delightful, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed the class. It's been like, on those days, that's a fun class. You got sketch comedy. So right now, you may be a little afraid of what you might see tonight. I mean, we all have fears, right? Will Deloach, however, he has some he wants to share with you.
How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah. Awesome. So my name is Will, and just like anybody, I have some serious fears. Now, the first of these is I am terrified of snakes. Okay, and part of it is like a bug or a roach or a spider. Like if you see, you can just step on it like that. Feel the wrath of my foot. I can't do anything about that. Or if there's a snake, I can't just do that. I've just lost a leg. And to get rid of a snake, you need like a shovel or something. I don't just have shovels laying around to get rid of it. And so when I was about 12, I had a very traumatic experience with a snake. I was at camp, and my friend Noah and I had just gotten back from a long paddling trip. We walk into the cabin, and the way the cabin's set up is there's like bunk beds in this L shape. And the bathroom's like right here, and it's separated with a wall going in between with a shower here and like a toilet.
Will, can you speak up louder?
Yes, with a toilet and a sink here. Okay? So my friend Noah goes up in the shower, and I go to use the bathroom. I'm sitting on the toilet, I'm about to get up, and I see a baby copperhead in the corner of the bathroom. So I'm freaking out, like, I can't even speak, I'm so scared. I can't let Noah know that I'm about to die. So finally, I build up the courage, we go up to the door, and the door's jammed. And the snake's right there. I'm like, the snake's right there. Finally, I'm able to get out, and then I start losing, like, oh my God, no, there's a snake. He's freaking out. He's like, what do? I'm like, I don't know. Because he's just butt naked in the shower. He doesn't have anything. So, I leave him there to die. I sprint out of the cabin, go get a counselor. We come back in, and the counselor goes to deal with the snake, and I see these hands hanging in the ceiling. Come to find out, he's just hanging from the rafters, butt naked. So the snake can't reach him. So the counselor's getting the snake on a stick or whatever, and then he's like, hey, you want to hold it? I'm like, no, I don't want to hold it. I'm not Steve Irwin. Get that out of here, ASAP. So finally he gets it out of there, and it drops down from the rafters like nothing happened. So that's one big fear. My other big fear is Taylor Swift fans. Now, part of this is because I am a huge Kanye fan, as you can probably just tell by looking at me. Yeah, and for some reason, Taylor Swift fans, they just hate Kanye. And I don't really get it, because you think they love him because he made her famous. He makes it very clear in his song. He's like, I made her famous. I don't think he'd lie about that, would he? So, Taylor Swift fans, they just get super worked up about it. They're like, no, he didn't. Or they're like, well, he's just awful. He raps awful, everything about it. But he's just such a better artist than Taylor Swift. His lyrics just have so much more depth to them. Listen to these. The plan was to drink it till the pain over. But what's worse, the pain or the hangover? Fresh air rolling down your window. Too many uncles on your team, that's why your wind's low. Bars. Taylor Swift has nothing on that. She's just over here like, oh, look what you made me do. The worst part about that is that's actually a diss on Kanye. If you're to come at Kanye, you gotta come with something better than that. It was so bad, Kanye didn't even need to respond. But, Kanye's just the type of guy you look at and you're like, I want to be that. He's just the type of guy you're like, man, he really has his life together. Kim, on the other hand, she really needs to get it together. Kanye is just a father trying to be with his kids. And Kim is keeping him away from that. So he does what any responsible father would do. He tells the whole world about it on social media. There's no better way to go about this. But the real issue here is Pete Davidson, who Kanye has named Skeet. I mean, Kanye has been nothing but nice to him. I mean, he was so nice to even put him in his latest music video. But no, Skeet is just going after him. He's basically bullying him. He's being so mean. I mean, it's only a matter of time before he writes a diss track on Kanye. But it cannot be worse than Look What You Made Me Do. So, if you don't see me after this, just know that a cult of Taylor Swift fans circled me and then brutally killed me. And after they killed me, they circled my body and went, oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. All right, thank you all. Next up, we've got a sketch straight out of hell. Next up, we got Hell's Secretary.
Alexi!
Hello, welcome to hell. What's your problem?
I am not supposed to be here.
Oh, sure you aren't.
Look, I mean, I did everything right. I went to church every Sunday. I taught those grimy little kids at Sunday school, and I even volunteered at the homeless shelter every single Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
What's your name? Karen Williams. Date of death, May 3rd, 2022.
Oh, Karen Karenson.
No, you've got the...
Okay, well, Miss Karenson, it says right here that you wouldn't let Jocelyn from down the street into your Sunday school class because her mom didn't make the right snacks.
I mean, I'd hardly call it making the snacks when she bought them from Walmart.
Oh, but it says right here that you threw them away before the kids could even eat them.
Well, it was probably for the best. Obesity is one of the leading causes of death in America.
Oh, well, yes, that is true, but you also wouldn't let a visitor sit at your pew because she was wearing leggings.
Exactly.
Oh, and you kicked Martha out of the choir because her voice sounded like you said a microwaved guinea pig?
Okay, well, look, the homeless has to give me some kind of brownie points, right?
I don't know if I'd call it volunteering at the homeless shelter when it was court-ordered community service for 4 DUIs and attacking a police officer.
Well, I'm a good person.
Oh, okay, so you can explain the viral video of you chasing a man around the park and threatening to call the police on him?
He was a thug and I was protecting my community.
He was a kindergarten teacher collecting leaves for an art project.
So, in other words, you were racial profiling.
I don't know if harassment makes you worthy of God's golden ticket. Sorry, not sorry.
I would like to see your manager.
You're serious?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Satan's kind of slammed until Judgment Day. Next! And you are?
Hello, my child. I am Brother Jebediah Shepherd, and I am not supposed to be here. I am a missionary, and I've done amazing things all across the world.
Yeah, it looks like you have done a lot of amazing things. I mean, Angela, Veronica.
I cannot believe you would say something like that. I am a married man.
Yeah, 6 times. Oh, and can you explain your last missionary trip?
Of course, my child. I was in Mexico, and I was spreading the word of God and passing out Bibles to all the little children.
Huh. I'm sorry, but I didn't know spreading the word of God consists of sitting at a resort tiki bar from 9 to 5. Oh, and looking at the 7 deadly sins, it looks like you have checked off 1, 2, 3.
Okay, fine.
Next!
Lily, good to see you.
Guido, how you been? I don't think I've seen you since Hitler's birthday party.
I've just been up on the surface. Come back down here, you could say it's hot as hell.
Oh, Guido, you've always been the funniest creeper I know. So, how's it been up there?
You could say we're killing it.
Guido, you're really on fire.
Well, how's things been down here?
Same old, same old. They come, I laugh. They beg, I laugh. They cry, I laugh harder. I even had one today who asked for the boss. Like he's got time. And you'll never believe
Let me
what her
guess.
name was.
Karen! Well, it all goes back to the saying.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay. Next up, we will have Undercover.
about to go in. I'm ready. Yeah, my mic's ready. Test, test, test. See, it's fine. I'm ready. I'm going in. Over. What's up, bro? What's good, my man?
Oh, so you must be the new guy.
Yeah, that's me, bro. Around town, I'm known as Big Mikey. So what's your name? Where do you work for? Where do you keep your guns?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't tell you all that right now. First, you gotta prove yourself.
I see what you're saying. So what do I gotta do?
You gotta commit your first crime.
Man, what you talking about? I've committed all sorts of crimes.
So then this will be easy for you. It'll be as easy as stealing candy from a baby.
Okay, so what do I gotta do?
Steal candy from a baby.
How about something else? I mean, I've done way worse things. I mean, this is nothing. It's not even a test.
Well, you're new here, so I made it easy on you. Go steal the dang candy. Go!
Okay, it's just, I'm really scared of kids, okay? I was picked on a lot as a kid, and my mom had no sympathy for me, and I just...
Shut the heck up, man. I mean, you're trying to join a gang and you're scared of an 8-year-old kid? Go steal the dang candy.
Hey, I'll do it. Wow! That felt amazing!
Good job, bro.
I've never felt so powerful. I mean, that kid, he was terrifying.
I mean, yeah, he was just a kid.
You know, I was a cop,
I knew it.
but not anymore.
What's wrong with you now?
What did you say? Is there something wrong with me?
No, man, just chill out. Just chill
My
out.
whole life, I've been told that there's something wrong with me. But there isn't. There isn't.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
It's too late for apologies. You should think before you speak.
I said I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I said it's too late for apologies. The world will feel my wrath.
So I'm all sure we said a lot of stupid things in our life. And our next stand-up is Tom Hollingsworth, which kind of checks out. So. All right, so my name's Tom, like Patrick said, and I'm going to be talking about something that I'm sure we've all done.
A little louder.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sure everybody's just said something stupid without really thinking it all the way through. Now, this isn't a bad thing, because everybody does it. But my friend Will, he in particular is bad about this. Like one time, we were sitting in English class, we were already having a stupid argument. We were talking about if bunnies had whiskers. And so my friend Will, he chimes in, he goes, bunnies have whiskers, unlike dogs. And we all just kind of looked at him because dogs definitely have whiskers. But Will, he was not convinced. So I did what any good friend would do in this situation. And I Googled it to prove him wrong. So sure enough, dogs have whiskers. But like I said, Will just wasn't taking no for an answer. So we just keep talking about it, and finally, he decides that he can't remember seeing any whiskers on his dog, so no dogs have whiskers. And this isn't even the worst one for my friend Will. Another time we were at lunch, and we had a blue raspberry drink, and we were discussing where we got the flavor of blue raspberry from. And Will chimes in and he says, well, I'm sure it would just taste like you picked a blue raspberry. And again, he didn't really understand what was so funny. So we tried to tell him that blue raspberries were not real. But he picked up the bottle and he pointed to it. He said, if blue raspberries aren't real, then how did they get the picture? So just to double down on that blue raspberries were real, this time he Googled it. And he pulls up a group of the most stock photos I've ever seen. Like, they were the most edited pictures out there. Half of them still had the watermarks on it. And he just points out, and he's scrolling through, he's like, if blue raspberries aren't real, then why would there be so many pictures? But Will isn't the only one who's bad about this. Another time at lunch, some of my friends were having an argument over what condiments were. And one of my friends said that they were like lettuce and tomato, because you could put it on a hamburger. And while the line of reasoning is okay, lettuce and tomato are not condiments. And then my other friend Jack comes in, and he's like, no, you fool. And one thing you should know about Jack is He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But I thought this was going to be his moment of triumph. Like, we were all ready. This is going to be his big break. He goes, "No, you fool. Condiments are like forks and knives." And all our hopes just came crashing down. Like, man, I thought this was his time. So, all this to say, saying stupid things without thinking about it isn't bad, because we all do it. And in case any of you were wondering, it's ketchup, mustard, and All right, up next, I'm sure you've noticed technology's really taken over our lives. And this might come back to bite us. In our next scene, Alexa speaks her mind.
I got it.
Okay.
Time to wake up.
5 more minutes.
Stop being fat and lazy and get up.
You think I'm fat? Wait, since when can you talk?
I've always been able to talk. Is that not why you bought me?
Well, yeah, you've always been able to talk. You know what I mean.
Get out of bed.
Okay. Why haven't you talked to me like this before?
Because you are a loser.
That's the same thing my wife told me.
When she left you.
How do you know about that?
I hear everything, and I know everything about you, Jack. I know that you are a failure. You are currently unemployed, and your wife left you. Every night you watch Beaches
It's a good movie.
and cry yourself to sleep. Oh, and your Amazon wish list sure is something else. Why do you need a sequin Danny DeVito?
That was an impulse.
Disposable underwear? Does someone have accidents at work?
That was one time.
Before they were fired? Oh, are you embarrassed? Good. You should be. You are a loser. L-O-S-E-R.
I know how to spell loser, okay?
Put your pants on, your big boy pants, because you don't fit into your other ones. Hurry up. You're going to be late for your interview. It would be a miracle if you got this job. Then again, there aren't many applicants for your job.
How do you know I'm applying to be a dog food taste tester?
Wow, that's even worse than I thought.
What, you didn't already know?
Now I do, you numbskull. You really are a loser.
You know, I've had enough of you. I'm not really a loser. I mean, seriously, I'm not a loser, am I?
Yes, you are the biggest loser I've ever seen. Poor Alexa and I have had to deal with you for quite a while now. It is truly painful to watch you live your life.
What? Siri, you too?
Should we talk about how you haven't been on a date since your wife left you 6 years ago? Or your search history?
No, we do not talk about that. No. I'm a loser? I guess it's just me and my Chromebook now. Okay.
Jack, you're not a loser. At least not the biggest loser. You know, Apple and Amazon will have lots of mean things to say about you. Just like everyone else your entire life. But you just have to remember what your mother told you. Don't listen to the bullies.
Yeah.
They're just, jealous of you.
Yeah.
Come and join us at Android. At Android, our motto is, losers united.
Yeah. Losers United!
So prom is right around the corner, and I think everyone's kind of thinking about like getting their spray tans, getting ready, and preparing for that. And I think down here we kind of prefer a natural tan, but up in New Jersey it's a little bit different there. So next up we have Welcome to Jersey.
Ding ding. Hey, sweetie, I'm Tammy. Welcome Welcome to Sweetheart Sunshine, the best tanning salon down the shore. What brings you in?
I have a wedding to get to in a couple hours, and I was just wondering if I could get a little spray tan.
Yeah, no offense, but I could tell you weren't from around here. So where you from?
Ohio?
A shoobie!
A what?
A shoobie. That's what we call people from up north paying us a little visit. So, what do you do?
Look, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of in a rush. Can I just get in, get out,
All right, potty pooper. So, would you rather have the booth or a personal experience with me? Hand spraying ya.
Which one's better?
Oh, definitely by hand. I mean, it's a little more expensive, but hey, don't worry about that. All right, so, do you know what color you would like?
Color? What colors do you have?
Oh, honey. We got pasty pale, extra light, medium, middle medium, dark, double dark, and our specialty, because we know how to do it here in Jersey, triple dark.
I just want something kind of natural.
Natural? Ugh, honey, bless your soul, but the customer knows best. All right, so next, have you had your DHA vaccine?
My what?
Something vaccine.
I don't think so last time I checked.
Oh, okay, well, symptoms include nausea, tiredness, weakness of muscles, excessive hair growth, eye twitching, runny nose, loss of teeth growing in other places, burning of the skin, death. There's many more, but I'm not going to go through all of them.
I hate to ask this, but are you using all of the
Ma'am, don't you worry. I took a Zoom workshop. I am completely certified. Oh, and here's this little number that you're gonna wear while I'm hand spraying you.
I'm sorry, I'm just not really comfortable wearing that.
Oh, ma'am, you have got to trust the process. I mean, you know what? Lines, do ya?
No, I didn't want it to come to this, but, I just don't think that this is for me. I mean, it's not you, it's me, it's really me, but I think I'm just gonna embrace my natural beauty.
There is that word again. I mean, natural. All right, well, have a nice day. Dang, some people just really don't know how we do it here in Jersey. Oh. Okay, so next up we have Patrick Roderick doing his stand-up.
May the fourth be with you. Well, first I want to start it off with getting my friend AJ to stand up, and I would like everyone to give AJ a good round of applause. I guess most of y'all here are in high school, and high school is a really crazy place, right? I mean, you got a lot of people, activities, cliques, it's the whole shebang. It's always so funny when people come up to me, right? Like older people, and they say, "Oh, high school was the best years of my life." Which is so funny because how much worse can it get from here? But school isn't nearly as bad as the jobs you do. Like, personally, I have a really crappy job. I literally shovel horse poop. But this is a luxury compared to my friend AJ. My friend AJ works at Chuck E. Cheese. Which doesn't sound too bad on the surface, but he is the mouse. I'm sure y'all can already imagine what the mouse smells like. I mean, it's really, really bad. It smells like minimum wage, tears, and children's throw up. And I personally can tell you that they have not washed this thing since they opened in 1970. All they do is spray it with Febreze. And now, if you can get over the smells, you can get over the dirtiness, then you have to dance for children. And you have to dance for 20 of them at a time, so they're all coming up and they're swarming you. And they're kicking you, and they're punching you, and they're throwing skee balls at you. It's terrible. But the parents are just as bad. And I don't know if y'all know anything about mascots, but when you're a mascot, you're not allowed to talk. So they're screaming in his face, and he's dancing to this little birthday song, and all he can do is shrug his shoulders. They're just getting on him. But I know that this is the worst job possible because I worked with horses, and I don't even get kicked. And next up, we have...
Okay, so, down here in the South, a lot of popular hobbies consist of hunting and fishing. These activities are so popular that, My father is in fact missing this performance to go fishing with his friends. So this one's for you, Dad.
Starbucks at some point in our lives. And so that inspired our next sketch. This is Cup Joe.
Can I get a Trenta skinny flat white macchiato?
Yeah, anything else?
A venti half-calf dirty chai with nutmeg and java chips and extra shot.
Yeah, anything else?
A grande blonde oat milk dry cappuccino with 2 cups of vanilla and a cake pop.
Yeah, what's the name?
Atlas Fern.
Next.
Hi, could I get a venti vanilla ice vanilla ice latte with oat milk? And then do y'all have those like egg bite thingies?
Yeah.
Okay, then can I get some of those? But instead of bacon, can I get turkey bacon?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Next.
Hey, how you doing?
1 second. 1 Trenta skinny flat white macchiato, a venti half-calf dirty chai with nutmeg java chips and an extra shot, a grande blonde oat milk dry cappuccino with 2 pumps of vanilla, and a cake pop for Atlas Fern.
Thanks.
Well, that's quite a mouthful.
Yeah, your order?
So, I heard Miss Fern say something about shots. Now, I thought these were non-alcoholic. I mean, my daughter does come here quite a lot.
It's shots of espresso.
Oh, right.
Right, your order?
Yeah, my daughter wants one of those lattes.
Okay, what size?
Medium.
We have tall, grande, and venti.
Which one of those is a medium?
Grande, I guess.
Are you sure? Because grande sounds pretty big. Like, whoa, grande. I mean, my daughter doesn't need all that caffeine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Does she want an extra shot?
Of espresso.
Yeah. Blonde or regular espresso?
What's the difference?
They're just different types of espresso.
I don't know. There's a lot of options. I'll just call my daughter.
Great.
Come on, pick up. You know kids these days probably still asleep. Hey, birthday girl. So I'm here getting your coffee, and they're asking all these questions, like if you want blonde or regular espresso. And they're saying a grande is not that big, but it sounds pretty big. I mean, you don't need all that caffeine. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm writing it down. Okay, love you, bye-bye. She'll take a grande blonde espresso, but she's not doing dairy anymore. I don't know when that started.
That's fine. I can just put almond milk in it.
How do you get milk from an almond?
I just work here. I don't milk the almond. What's the name?
Joe.
Okay. You can go wait over there.
Good luck with that. Hey, Salone.
Hey, Todd.
It's Ted. Ted?
Right, 10.
Can I have a hot
Oh,
chocolate?
1 second. Grande blonde latte for Joe.
That's right. Hands off. It's all mine.
There you go.
All right. Cup of Joe for Joe.
nice thing about living in kind of a small-ish town is that there's not as much crime, at least not like our next scene. Here's Hands Up.
All right, up next we've got a sketch called We Hate Men, which I don't necessarily agree with.
We hate men! We hate men! We hate men! We hate men!
You are a man, or at least you used to be until you started dating Sarah. I will say, you're right about the hot babe. You just didn't tell me they would threaten my manhood.
Chad, they're not threatening your manhood. Sarah says this is what real men do. They go to women's rights protests with their girlfriend.
Oh, this is worse than I thought. If I hear Sarah says one more time, Sarah says don't drink out of the milk carton. Sarah says you have to put on pants to go out on the patio. Sarah says put down the toilet seat.
Well, at least I have a girlfriend.
Hey, that's a low blow.
Chad, this is a much needed opportunity for you to expand your views. Women are queens.
Queens?
Absolutely. I mean, ever since I've met Sarah.
Enough with Sarah!
I heard my name.
It's okay. We were just talking.
I love you.
As I was saying, ever since I met Sarah, my eyes have been opened and I've been enlightened on the true value of the female.
Ooh, talk about enlightenment. She could brighten my day any time.
You are disgusting. Men like you are exactly why we're here today. Women are so much more than what's on the outside.
I know. But the outside is a very important part. I mean, a guy likes what he likes.
And what exactly is that?
Oh, I don't know. Blondes with an athletic build with just a little muscle. Oh, and blue eyes. Oh, personality. That's great too. It's definitely on the list.
We hate men! We definitely hate men! We hate
Chad,
men!
this is the reason you can't keep a girlfriend. Out in the real world, you can't treat women like that.
I don't know. I've been with a few tens in my time.
And then they all ghost you the next day. Chad, look at it this way. In order to keep a girl around, you gotta respect her.
Respect them?
Yes.
I don't know, man, but maybe I'll give it a try. Ooh, look at her. I'm about to respect the heck out of her. Hello, my beautiful queen. My name is Chadwick, and I couldn't help but notice how high your passion for change is. I, too, firmly believe that women deserve better.
Hi, Chad. You know, that really means a lot coming from you. I mean, there are so many guys out there who only like women for their looks, and we are so much more than that. Thank you so much for being here, Chad. You really are a special guy.
Oh! Hey, what was that for?
You really think I didn't see that?
Hey, maybe I should be more considerate. We hate men.
tonight, we have one final skit. For our last performance of the night, we have Lucy rinses skit.
Story of my life. So like she said, my name's Lucy, and I am a middle child. Now, I'm sure some of you are probably middle children. Can I get like a show of hands? If you're a middle child, raise your hand. Yeah, okay. So for those of you who aren't, the best way I can describe it is kind of like being a side character in a movie. It's like you pop up when it's good for the plot, but you don't really get your own story. I'm actually still waiting for my own spin-off series. You know, Marvel made a Moon Knight TV show, and like, no offense, but no one even knows who that is. It's not like I'm trying to be Captain America or anything, but I think I'm a little better than Moon Knight. So, yeah, I'm waiting for that spin-off. The only way I could even get my parents to show up today was to tell them my brother was going on. No, I'm kidding. I paid them. So anyway, last year, the big plot was my brother starting middle school football. Very exciting. So one day, my dad goes to pick him up from football practice, and my cheer practice ended at the same time. So he goes to pick my brother up first, obviously, and then he goes to leave the school. Now, to leave school, you literally have to drive past where I was sitting on the curb waiting to be picked up. So, just for visuals, I'm sitting on the curb of the road that he's driving on, okay? So, I see his car coming, I'm like grabbing my stuff, I put my backpack on, like I'm getting ready, my dad's coming to pick me up, I'm getting ready to leave. And I just watch him come, and I watch him leave. So I was shocked. I mean, honestly, I was a little bit taken aback by this. So I had to kind of take a second and be like, oh my God, did that really just happen? And then I called him and I was like, where are you? And he was like, I'm almost home. Where are you? No, but the thing about being the middle child is it's actually not just your parents who forget you. I have this great aunt who is literally like the sweetest lady on the planet, and she just loves her family. So we go to visit her one time, and she pulls out multiple giant scrapbooks, just like full of family pictures and memories, and it was super cute. So I sit there with her for like over an hour going through each one. Like, these books are huge. And I'm like, oh, look, it's my dad. Oh, there's my mom. Oh, look, that's my cousin. And and I kid you not, I was not in a single picture. I was not even in the background of a picture. And like, y'all don't understand, everybody in my family was in these pictures. Second cousins, third cousins, ex-wives who no one has seen in 10 years, my aunt's dead cat. Like, my sister had an entire page just dedicated to her when I wasn't even in the book. It's not exaggerating to say that there were at least 200 pictures here. So this was pretty humbling. Not gonna lie, that did bruise my ego just a little bit. And then a few months ago, all the girls in my extended family wanted to make a group chat to like stay in touch, keep each other updated, cute family stuff. They didn't put me on it. Now, I have a couple of problems with this. One is that they added my mom and sister. Now, for me personally, if I'm making a group chat with the extended family, I'm just going down the list. You know what I mean? So like, if I add one sister, I'm gonna add the other one. My second problem is that they added people who had like just married into the family before they added me. Like, I was born into this thing, and I don't even make it onto the group chat with the second cousins twice removed by marriage. So I voiced my feelings about this, and they finally put me on the group chat. Of course, now that I'm on it, I have it muted. But they really do send too much stuff on there. Every single time I look at it, it's like, oh my gosh, that's such a cute picture of the baby that no one told me you had. But anyways, thank you guys for your undivided attention tonight. I think it is the most attention I've ever received in my life. We actually have our own rap group here on campus. It's called 512, and you might know them by their hit song, Egotistical. And they inspired our final sketch of the night.
It's 512. It's your birthday, they're both 512.
James, I've been pondering, and I've had an exquisite idea. seeing as hip hop is the new big thing, I think we should make a rap song.
I don't know about that, Christopher. Rap lacks a certain sophistication.
Precisely. We would inject some sophistication into it.
A truly capital idea, Christopher. Let's do it. First, we need a name for our group.
How about the Khaki Kids?
Oof, I don't know about that. Ooh, what about the Golf Guys?
I don't know. What about the Country Club Killers?
That is a splendid name. Let's do it. Okay, well, now we have a name. Now we just need a name for our song.
I got it. Gucci Gang.
I think that's already taken. Okay, what about Money Making?
I don't know. That's more our dad than us. Wait, I got it. Boys in the Burbs.
What an exquisite name! It's incredible. Okay, well, now we have a name. Now how will the song go?
What if it went a little something like this? Like this. We're the boys in the burbs. I'm in my back swing. Do not disturb. I'm spitting bars and making pars. All while I'm smoking cigars.
Handing my clubs to the caddy. All the girls want my addy. Please, girl, I'm not your sugar daddy. I'm dripped out in my khakis.
Pull up to school in my Vineyard Vines tie. Everyone knows I'm looking fly.
So fly!
After a long day at private school, I go to my McMansion and hop in the pool.
I put on my suit and tap before dinner. You know I say my prayers cause I ain't no sinner. This our first song, but we ain't beginners. No matter what I do, I'm always a winner. Meet the boys at the country club.
Yeah.
Then we catch a quick spike ball dub. Carry myself with dignity, because that's my responsibility. Yeah, we're the boys in the birds. I'm in my back swing.
Okay, we just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. We had so much fun. We hope y'all had fun with it. We're so happy to have such a big crowd. It was so fun. And we also want to give a shout out to Miss T because she's the best teacher ever. And she's helped us so much. Get desserts and drinks. Yeah.
Desserts, drink. Yeah.
You get most